Welcome to Murraywood. We had some technical difficulties with the sound, but we are live now as we. Okay, we're in the second. Had some technical difficulties. It's Tim Slice, the legend, here with Uncle Jared.
Okay, we're rolling. Now it sounds better, Tim. We're in event one here, the 200 meter medley relay girls. We have Irmo in lane 1 and 4, Dutch Fork in lanes 2 and 5, and Chapin in lanes 3 and 6. Viewers from home, if you're looking on from the camera feed, the far lane is lane 1 and the near lane is lane 6. So right now you see the butterflies for
Chapin and Irmo right there neck to neck.
Yep, lane 3 and lane 4, which is Gabrielle Gadsden for Irmo, and it looks like Brianna Broussard for Chapin. Now they're in the freestyle leg. Freestyler for Chapin there is Anna O'Shaughnessy. It's a good race between her and Lily Richter here.
On the turn, looked like Chapin got out to about a half body length lead.
But Tim, good swimmers. A lot of these swimmers are year-round swimmers, and you'll see a big difference on the turns with the year-round swimmers. Chapin finishing first there, followed by Irmo. Looks like lane 2, Dutch Fork, is going to come third here. Irmo in lane 1 will finish 4th. Chapin in lane 6 will finish 5th, and then Dutch Fork in lane 5 will finish last in this heat. But Tim, it's this crazy scoring system. We can't keep score. There's just no way. This is a double duel. And so each of these teams are individually swimming against each other. So now we're on to event 2.
The boys 200-meter medley relay.
Helps you keep track of which events have passed. Here we go, Chapin in lane 3 and 6 again, Tim. So that's where they're going to be for the night. Simon Thompson swimming the backstroke for Chapin.
Looks like he got over a little bit into the lane dividers.
Tim, the flags are there for when the swimmers swim backstroke. They
Right.
know their stroke count to the wall. So nice leg there by Thompson for Chapin. He's going to come in to Jake Thompson here now swimming the breaststroke. Good underwater cycle, and now
Chapin looks like they've made some significant catch-up to Irmo.
Well, Tim, on these medley relays, you know, you got to be 4 strong. You can have a great breaststroker, you can have a great freestyler, but if you've got 4 average swimmers, they'll beat 2 good swimmers and 2 poor swimmers. It's just you got to have a strong group 1 to 4. Now Dutch Fork going in now. He's swimming the fly into the water for Chapin. Swimming the flies, Weston Watts. You have to touch with 2 hands on the end here. You'll see the officials down there with the white shirts. They're checking to see that they touch with 2 hands or they can DQ them. Chapin and Irmo going, Dutch Fork in 4. And Chapin next behind them.
Let's see if our freestyle can catch.
Yes, we need Grant Tomlin swimming the anchor leg for Chapin. He's a good swimmer, and you see him closing the gap on the Dutch Fork swimmer. But the Dutch Fork swimmer made a good turn. Nice turn by Grant. So Dutch Fork is going to win this heat, followed by Chapin. Chapin's got Cole Temple swimming anchor leg here in lane 6 for this team.
Once again, this is our CSPN's first ever swim meet, live.
Yeah, this is enjoyable.
Jared and I usually do girls and boys soccer, softball, It's a little bit different.
Yeah. I do this during the summer with my kids. They do summer swim, and that's the only reason I know a little bit about it. I just say a little bit. So, but I know a lot of these swimmers are good swimmers now. We got the event 3, the girls 200-meter freestyle. Lane 2 for Chapin is Danielle McManus, and lane 5 is Sally Utes. .200-meter freestyle, so they'll take, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 lengths of the pool. No, excuse me, 8 lengths of the pool.
8 lengths of the pool.
8 lengths of the pool.
Like I was discussing with Jared earlier, I'm used to watching the Olympics. It's 50 meters. This pool 25.
That's when it looks like they're pacing themselves, Tim, they are. I mean, they've got to do this 8 times.
Right.
So she hadn't kicked it in yet. Sally Utes in lane 5, excellent swimmer for Chapin. In lane 2, Danielle McManus is swimming a good leg too. Looks smooth and comfortable in the water. Irmo swimmer Jesse Kocher in lane 3, and
Irmo.
Madison Harper in lane 6.
Now, Jared, when we have 2 heats, usually the faster swimmers swim in the first heat, or is it different in a meet like this?
I don't know, Tim. Usually they base them by times, by qualifying times, but for this meet, I have no idea. Like, you'll see their seed times here out to the right.
Okay.
That's how they'll see it. And you'll typically see the faster swimmers in the middle of the pool, lanes 3, 4, are your faster swimmers. Same thing goes when you're watching the meet on a 10-lane pool. Your fastest swimmers will be in the center lanes of the pool, lanes 5 and 6, 7.
Utes out to a 3 length.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's probably good.
Probably going to
Good
increase it on the
estimation.
turn.
We need a clicker to keep up with the.
Got to wait for that single bell for that last lap. Oh, there are orange clipboards. Here we go. I was told watch for the orange clipboards. That would mean last lap.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, the swimmers are getting ready for the next heat. Now we're on event 4. No, we're not. This must be another section of the girls' freestyle. This is heat 2 of the girls' 200-meter freestyle. Chapin has Brianna Broussard in lane 2 and Taylor Moses in lane 5. Dutch Fork with Carly Fisher in lane 1 and Chloe Miller in lane 4. And Irmo with Aubrey Everling in lane 3 and Mackenzie Neville in lane 6. Thanks to Lucas Nash tonight on the camera. And Joey and Carter here, our technical staff, helping put together the production for you viewers tonight. First ever swim meet for us to stream. Lanes 1 and 2, Carly Fisher and Dutch Fork and Brianna Broussard for Chapin, out to probably half a pool length lead. Stretch it on out now, probably 2/3 of a pool length. This 200-meter freestyle, so this is 8 lengths of the pool. These are 25-meter lengths. Here in the background, cheering on for the teammates. Dutch Fork with a large contingent on the far side of the pool.
Chapin finished first, followed by Dutch Fork.
That Chapin swimmer, Brianna Broussard. Dutch Fork swimmer, Carly Fisher. Tim, you see three timers at the end of each lane. They will all three stop their watch when they hit the wall, and the person with the middle time is the one is the official time.
And these are all parent volunteers.
That's right. Takes a lot of parent volunteers to run a swim meet, a lot. Okay, that's everybody. There's the whistle indicating into the event, and they'll single whistle to tell them to get ready for the get up on the block. There we go. And now we're on to event 4, the boys 200-meter freestyle. This is Grant Tomlin in lane 4 for Chapin, Connor Cole in lane 2. Irmo's got Isaac Mail in lane 1 and Logan Sheely in lane 5. And Dutch Fork has Wyatt Boyer in lane 3. Actually, 3 Chapin entries for this. Tyler Broussard in lane 6. Again, 8 lengths to the pool. Lane 3, Wyatt Boyer out with about a 1-length lead so far. That's 50 meters in. He's still got a ways to go. Grant Tomlin in lane 4. He's a good distance swimmer. You'll see him get stronger as he gets further down later in the heat. You see him starting to close the gap with the Dutch Fork swimmer. Tomlin with the turn. Dutch Fork swimmer Wyatt Boyer still out with about a 4 body length lead. That was the final length of the pool there. Dutch Fork swimmer Wyatt Boyer coming in first, followed by Grant Tomlin. It's like lane 2. Connor Cole from Chapin comes in third, followed by Tyler Broussard, Logan Sheely, and then in lane 1, Isaac Mayo.
Jared, you're correct. These go very fast. They get them in and out of the water quick.
Oh, now we're on heat 2.
We're on heat 2.
Yep. 4 swimmers in this, Tim. We got Trey Hazelden in lane 3 for Chapin. Gary Van Dam in lane 2 for Dutch Fork. Irmo in lane 4 and 5 with Reese Petruzzi and Bryson Stutz.
age-wise, looks like we've got two 14-year-olds and a 17.
Trey Hazelton, a long-time swimmer. I watched him swim a long time in the summer swim program at Quail Valley. He's a good swimmer. Wish I could speak to some of these other swimmers. I'm sure they are too, but I'm just not familiar with them. I'm losing my count here on the number of laps they swim. I'm going to mark it this time and see
Yeah,
if
we're
I
going to have
can.
to have a tally sheet. Watching swimming on TV spoils us. Trey Hazelton out to a large lead. Ari Van Dam, Dutch Fork in second. Followed by Reese Petrucci and then Bryson Stutz.
I can tell you how to cut the PA on. I don't know how to talk you through how to do all the rest of that stuff. It'll take us an hour on the phone to do that. You put all the breakers on the breaker box and put the main switch. Put all the breakers on.
No, you got to go to the back of the board.
Go to the main switch. Okay. The main lever goes up, and then you got to open the panel, the breaker box, and you got to put the breaker switches. And you'll hear the fans cut. You'll hear the fans cut on. And then you got to. Then you come back to the press box, and I'll tell you how to turn at least the volume on. I don't know how to talk you through how to get the video put on, but I can tell you how to get the PA on. Okay, call me right back. Okay.
Okay, Tim. When we leave the school, nobody knows how to turn on the scoreboard.
That's right. For a C
Or
team
open
football
the
game,
stand.
yes.
Maybe we need to leave more often. Final swimmer here for Heat 2 in the boys 200-meter freestyle. We're on event 5.
Girls 200-meter individual medley. That's one of each. Correct, Jared?
That's correct.
Did you get that? One of each. A stroke of each.
Girls 2. This is the IM. This is the individual medley. So they're gonna swim the fly first, and then they're gonna convert to the backstroke. So they're still swimming the butterfly. When they touch here, they're gonna come back in the backstroke, and then they'll swim breast and then freestyle.
2 of each. Down and back of each. Correct.
Yes, correct. We got Chapin has Corral Bradford in lane 1. Mackenzie Hop from Dutch Fork is in lane 2. Rihanna Rexus, a very good swimmer, in lane 3 for Irmo. Marina Bradford, a very good swimmer for Chapin in lane 4. Lane 5 is Dutch Fork swimmer Kaylin Lamarillo. And in lane 6, Emma Yeomans of Irmo. So now they're in the backstroke phase of the IM.
Jared, and I don't know if you know this question, but in track and field, you can only do so many events. Is it like that in swimming, that you can only do so many?
I'm not sure about high school league rules on the swimming team. I know I just know summer swim that she can only swim 3 of the 4 events.
Okay.
You know, Rihanna Rex is here, Tim, in lane 3. She is one of the best swimmers in the city. In the breaststroke right there, she is a city meet champion in the summer, which means she's the fastest breaststroker in the city. She's an excellent swimmer.
In a race like this, when her breaststroke is her best, she extends her lead out on that stroke.
That's right. That's why when IM tests the swimmer's ability to swim all 4 strokes. You know, you're not special. You can't be. I mean, every swimmer's always better in a stroke. You know, they specialize in a stroke to some degree, but some are just really good in every stroke. And Rihanna is probably her breaststroke. I say her money stroke is probably the breaststroke, but she's good in all of it. And Bradford in lane 4 for Chapin is a really good breaststroker as well.
Looks like it's going to come down. Irmo's going to get first. It's going to be a big race between Dutch Fork and Chapin here for second place. Chapin looks like pulling away a little bit.
Bradford for Chapin swimmer.
She can hold off.
She's going to come in second in lane 2. Kenzie Hop from Dutch Fork. Bradford's a good swimmer. All right, coming up on heat 2 of the girls 200-meter IM. We got Kelsey Cruz in lane 1 for Chapin, Ellie McCarty for Dutch Fork in lane 2, Sophia Henderson for Irmo in lane 3, Carolyn Colbert from Irmo in lane 4. Lane 5 has Kate Bogan of Dutch Fork, and in lane 6 we have Bryn Robertson of Chapin. So here they go with the fly, down and back with the fly, and then they'll move to the backstroke.
After the fly, looks like Chapin in the lead in lane 1. Kelsey cruising. Jared, any news on the scoreboard back at Cecil, Wilbright Field?
Well, no, they're working on it. They got Chris Watson on it. That's good, Tim. Maybe this will be a good thing. They'll learn how to do it.
That's right.
We can't be there for every event that ever happens in the stadium. The lane 1 swimmer Kelsey Cruz for Chapin still with about 2 body length lead, getting to the wall in the backstroke. She flips and now is going to go into the breast. Tim, last year, I meant year before last, Chapin graduated a swimmer, Catherine Benzowitz, who now is swimming in Marshall. And she's one of the best swimmers I've ever seen swim. I wish we had the equipment we have here now to stream that an event where she could swim. She's went to Marshall on a swimming scholarship. In addition to that, she's a tremendous student. But she is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, she was an All-American high school swimmer. That's some good swimmers coming to Chapin.
Jared, when they swim here, being that it's a 25-meter pool, when they go to swim, say for state finals, and it's a 50-meter, like at USC, is it that big a difference knowing that you don't have that turn? You got to go another 25 meters before you make that turn?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That'd be a good question to ask one of the swimmers. I'm not sure. I mean, I would think it'd be a simpler swim and a faster swim because you don't have the turn. We swim for city meet at the P Center down at the Block Center at USC, and the times there are always faster than what they swim during the season. I think the water temperature is colder, and that's what swimmers tell me, they swim faster times in colder water. Oh, we got
Lane 1.
Lane 1, Kelsey Cruising is already in. And that's heat 2. Now we're on boys, event 6, boys 200-meter IM. Chris Gleaton in lane 1 for Chapin. Harrison Yarborough in lane 2 for Dutch Fork. Nathan Williams in lane 3 for Irmo. Lane 4 has Jake Thompson of Chapin. Lane 5, Josh Tomlin of Chapin, an excellent swimmer. And Joe Gentry for Murrow in lane 6. Somebody's got your eagle suit on tonight, Tim.
That's right. Oh, Cecil the Eagle has arrived.
You reckon he's nice and cool in that suit? That's awesome. Now on to the backstroke portion. Lane 3.
Nathan Williams. You
Nathan
looked at his
Williams.
time, his seed time, a lot better than the rest of the field.
A little bit unfair, Tim. You see here, you know, like for Chapin, Josh Tomlin's a 13-year-old swimming in lane 5. You know, he's trying to compete with 17-year-olds, and yeah, it's tough. But I've seen it happen before where kids are 3 or 4 years younger, and if they can really, if they're technically better, they can compete. It's not a sport like football. You know, it's all about technique.
Well, Jared, looks like right now he's moved into 3rd place.
Well, Josh is an excellent breaststroker, and he's a really good butterfly. He can swim all the strokes well, but he's good in breast and breast, back, and fly. Irmo swimmer in lane 2, Harrison Yarborough. Got it?
I'm good now. Nathan Williams for Irmo wins that heat. We got us a scoreboard update.
So, yeah, we're trying to get it on for the C-team game. Chris Watson going to call me in a few minutes. And
Here we go with the second heat with Harrison Pham from Irmo, lane 1. Brent Jones, lane 2 for Chapin. Lane 3 is Alex Petruzzi from Irmo. Lane 4 is Hollings Lessamy from Chapin. And Trey Hazelton from Chapin rounds out lane 5. Jared, we've got some good swimmers that are not on the team because they have other commitments. One your son and then another your nephew. Both excellent soccer players. In fact, didn't Which one won the actual city title? Backstroke?
I'm not sure.
Is that Ethan?
I
Did
think
he win
Ethan
it one
placed
year?
in the top 3, and I think Arlo's placed in the top 3 one year. And then they went the way of recreational swimmers, is when those kids, as the year-round swimmers are eventually going to get you, and because they're so good, they do it all year long. And so as you get up in age, when you start hitting 14, 15, it's really hard to compete with the year-round swimmers.
But it just shows athletic ability to be able to do that. I mean, I hear they're not bad at wrestling either.
I wish they'd swim. I wish they'd swim for Chapin if they could
fit it in their schedule.
But yeah, but they're not going to give up that soccer.
I know it. Yeah, that's right. Did you hear me? I told about wrestling. They wrestle too. That's what I thought.
Ethan does. I don't know that Arlis does. I don't know that he cares for that too much. Just admiring the hat of Coach Cato at the end of the pool there for Chapin, Tim.
I see that.
He needs a mosquito net, doesn't he? I didn't even recognize him out of uniform. I didn't know who he was when I walked up on him for a second. I've never seen him out of his he's one of the resource officers for Chapin. I didn't recognize him outside of his police outfit. We got Trey Hazel in lane 5 for Chapin, Brent Jones in lane 2. Hazel on the freestyle portion of the IM. Brent Jones in lane 2 in the just going into his freestyle portion as Trey Hazel concludes. Collins Lasisme in lane 4 doing the breaststroke.
What is it?
Nice night now, Tim. Sun's down behind the trees.
Definitely.
Who gets thrown in the pool tonight? Me, you, Coach Wessinger, or Hiller? Who's going in the pool first tonight of us 4? Ronnie's the biggest. I'm not going against him.
I don't know. I think Coach Hiller is here representing Dr. Ross. I think Dr. Ross would approve if he went in.
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
Dr.
Nice.
Ross up in Washington, D.C., one of the 3 finalists for National Principal of the Year.
Yeah, that's nice. Hope it.
Now the girls' 50-meter freestyle. This ought to go pretty quick.
Yeah, this is nice. Taylor Sullivan for Chapin in lane 1. Aaron Medlock in lane 2 for Irmo. Lane 3, Rachel Bailey for Dutch Fork. Lane 4, Anna O'Shaughnessy.
There we go, Jared.
Lane
This
5,
is the type
Mary
race
Grace
I like.
Strickland for Irmo. And in 6, Gianni Mancini for Dutch Fork.
This is what I like. This is the sprint portion.
I'm a sprint guy too, Tim. I like the 50-meter freestyle here. This is all they do in summer swimming. It's all 50 meters, so it's.
Oh, it's going to be close. I don't know.
I think Chapin touched first.
Chapin touched first.
I think Anna O'Shaughnessy may have.
It's good, though. Look at these 2 girls racing their hearts out, giving a hug at the end.
Yeah. You'll notice most swimmers, it's part of their sportsmanship is that you shake hands with the person in the adjacent lane on both sides of you. So.
All right, here we go with the second of 5. Lane 1, Kayla Frady. Lane 2, Lily Richter. Lane 3, Stella Topinka. Lane 4, Jenna Sullivan. Lane 5, Emily Johnson. And in lane 6, Haley Hankins. Touching first in this heat in lane number 2 is Lily Richter from Irmo. Go ahead and get your heat 3 of the 5 in lane 1. Lindsey Jackson, Chapin. Lane 2, Emma Claire Miller, Dutch Fork. Lane 3, Samantha Woolner, Irmo. Lane 4, Emma Gutshall from Irmo. Number 5, Riley Winger from Dutch Fork. And in lane 6, Brooke Avira from Irmo. Chapin with only one swimmer in this heat in lane 1. Riley Winger from Dutch Fork at the turn in the lead. But looks like Irmo swimmer in lane 3, Samantha Woolner. I don't know. I think Dutch Fork. I think Riley Winger beats her out on that heat. Next heat, we have Grace Hankins from Chapin in lane 2. Lane 3, Alyssa Tucker from Irmo. Lane 4, Zoe Inglet from Dutch Fork High School. And number 5, Callie G. Lloyd from Chapin in heat 4. Lane 2, lane 2, Grace Hankins from Chapin will take this heat. Followed by, in second place, Callie Lloyd for Chapin. Heat 5, the last heat, we have 3 swimmers. In lane 2, Allison Spyrick from Dutch Fork High School. We have Irene Regato from Irmo. And we have Emma Ballantyne in lane 4 from Chapin.
Thank you, Joey.
And Dutch Fork, Allison Spyrick finishes first in this heat, followed by Emma Ballantyne and then Irene Regato.
That was quick, Tim.
Next, Jared, I'm going to have to read these out quick because they start them quick.
Go for it.
Next is the boys 50-meter freestyle in lane 1, Simon Thompson, Chapin. Lane 2, Thomas Keene, Irmo. Lane 3, Weston Watts, Chapin. Lane 4, Gaetano Mancine, Dutch Fork. Lane 5, Cole Temples from Chapin. And lane 6, Alex Dixon from Chapin.
This is boys 50-meter freestyle. This is always a fun race. Boys will turn the water. Four swimmers in this heat, Tim, from Chapin. Dutch Fork swimmer looked like he touched first. Gaetano Mancini.
In heat 2, we have lane 1, Connor Dorn from Chapin. Harrison Hoskins in lane 2 from Irmo. Joseph Topinka in lane 3 from Dutch Fork. Isaac Vardy in lane 4 for Chapin. Cortland Free in lane 5 for Chapin. And Spencer Myrick in lane 6. And you're right, they are churning up some water.
Yeah. You put 15, 18-year-old boys in the water, they can turn the water. Dutch Fork swimmer in lane 3, Joseph Topinko, is out with a half a body length lead.
All right, in heat 3, we have in lane 1, Andrew Talkish from Dutch Fork. Lane 2, Andrew Busby from Irmo. Lane 3, Chase Holmes from Dutch Fork. Lane 4, John Thomas Farley from Irmo. Lane 5, Jacob Free from Chapin. And then in lane 6, William Lowry from Irmo. So one Chapin swimmer in lane 5.
As you can see, Tim, in Heat 1, they're doing these in reverse order. Heat 1, the seat times are faster. As we go heat to heat, the seat times get steadily longer. Sometimes Heat 1 will be the slower swimmers, and as they'll get progressively faster. So, but here they're going in reverse order. So, which may be standard for the high school meets. I'm not certain. Dutch Fork swimmer Chaz Holmes. Looks like he's going to finish one. Irmo swimmer John Thomas Farley comes in second.
Heat 4 only has 4 swimmers. We have Miles Bailey from Dutch Fork, Andrew Olshine from Irmo. Lane 3, lane 4, Bryson Stutz from Irmo, and number 5 in lane 5, Kate Atkins, Dutch Fork.
They're doing the jump over starts, which is nice. See the swimmers just stay in the pool and they jump over the top of them. It really makes the meet move faster. Lane 5, Dutch Fork swimmer out to a good start here, Kate Atkins. Doesn't matter, Tim, what heat you swim in, because at the end of the day, it's about your time.
About your time.
And so, you know, they'll bounce all these times together, and the scores, you know, whoever scoring the meet will have all these times put in the laptop, and they'll sort it out, and they'll know who's the top, who has the top times.
In the last heat, we have 3 swimmers from Chapin: Hollings Lesimi, Simon Oliver from Dutch Fork, and Jelani Golston from Dutch Fork. Next up, event 9 is the girls' 100-meter butterfly. Heat 1, we have Taylor Moses from Chapin. Heat 2, Addie Strickland from Irmo. Heat 3, Brianna Broussard, Chapin. In lane 4, Gabrielle Gatson from Irmo. Lane 5, Emmy Yeomans from Irmo. And number 6, Madeline Mooseberger, Dutch Fork High School, excellent soccer player. Girls soccer player, if that's her.
Okay.
I think it is. Maybe her sister, but Mooseberger is a Dutch Fork soccer name, I can tell you that.
Well, we're going to have a little delay here, Tim, after event 8. Now this event 8 is concluded. They're going to do awards. This is, I think, a senior night for these schools, and they're going to present awards to them. And then after that, they're probably going to have like a 5-minute warm-up session, and then we'll be back with the start of event 9.
Let's go ahead and thank Richard Oots. He's instrumental in putting these swim meets on. He's actually the referee, I would say, judge.
Yeah, I don't know if he serves as the meet director or what he's serving at, or a head referee. You see all the referee. He must be the head referee because he's got the white shirt and the blue top, the blue bottoms on, and so he's coordinating among all the refs. So he puts a lot of work in. He's got 2 daughters that swim and are good swimmers, and he's puts a lot of work in on the swimming side. Coach Cindy Summers addressing the crowd and presenting awards to the swimmers. Wish our viewers could hear it at home, but we can't hear it ourselves. She's using the starter for the meet to talk through the microphone. It's not easy to understand. Not easy to understand.
That's the Irmo High School seniors.
Okay, and we're back, Tim. We had a brief award ceremony for the seniors from all three schools, and now we're back on event 9, girls 100-meter butterfly.
Lane 1, Taylor Moses from Chapin. Lane 2, Addie Strickland from Irmo. Lane 3, Brianna Broussard, Chapin. Lane 4, Gabrielle Gatson, Irmo. Lane 5, Emmy Yeomans, Irmo. And Lane 6, Madeline Moosebrugger.
Girls 100-meter butterfly, so this will be 4 links of the pool. Lanes 3 and 4, Broussard and Gadsden out to a early lead. But lanes 2 and 5 right there behind them. Two-handed touch at the end, Tim. The rest will DQ them if they touch one hand.
So basically no reaching.
No, you have to touch simultaneously, I believe, 2 hands. Broussard in lane 3. With about a body length lead over Gabrielle Gadsden in lane 4. Nice swim by Broussard. Taylor Moses in lane 1, swimming hard.
Heat 2, Josie Clenar and Chapin. Lane 1. Lane 2, Beatrice Mora, Dutch Fork. Lane 3, Haley Hankins from Chapin. Lane 4, Mary Licata from Dutch Fork. Lane 5, Corrine Everling from Irmo. And number 6, Lauren Henry from Dutch Fork. Jared, I was just thinking to myself, we don't get to see these students around much after school. You know, we see softball, baseball, football. We see the ones that practice at the school. We don't ever get to see these kids.
Well, Tim,
Unless you're like you and have kids in summer swim.
That's right. It's really unfair, Tim. You know, it's unfair to the kids because they have to go off-site to swim, you know, unfortunately. And not every high school can have a swimming pool in it. And so the kids have to go off-site to swim, and so they don't really have opportunities to swim with a lot of their peers around, which is unfortunate. So that's why I'm so glad we can be here tonight to broadcast this event for them, and hopefully in the future we can do more swim meets, because they're every bit deserving as any other athlete to have the exposure because of the work they put in. And it's, you know, people don't realize it unless you're in a swim family, the hours that these kids put into swimming. I mean, they're up at 5 o'clock in the morning going in to swim, because most of these kids are year-round swimmers. A lot of them are, and it's a brutal schedule, brutal. This butterfly a little more splashier than the other strokes. Our table's getting wet here. Kleiner getting ready to finish up in lane 1.
That was the girls. Now we're going to the boys.
Event 10 here.
Lane 1, Chaz Holmes, Dutch Fork. Number 2, Griffin Edwards, Chapin. Lane 3, Nathan Williams, Irmo. Lane 4, Ethan Wood, Dutch Fork. Lane 5, Cortland Free, Chapin. And in lane 6, Reese Petruzzi, Irmo.
Tim, Nathan Williams, middle of the pool for Irmo. Excellent swimmer. I know that family. They have a younger son that plays soccer with my youngest son, and you can tell he's a really
I think
good
earlier
flyer.
you said this was his best event.
I'm not sure.
Or was it the breaststroke?
Well, I don't know about Nathan. I don't know if this is his best stroke or not. He looks awfully good at it. If it's not his best stroke, boy, that's scary, because he's got a nice looking butterfly going there. He's out to a big lead as he heads for the home stretch here. Nice and fluid. That's a tough stroke to do.
I can never get that dolphin kick.
Yeah, it's tough. I look like I'm drowning every time I do butterfly. Nice swim by Nathan Williams in 3. And Ethan Wood, Dutch fork in lane 4. Courtney Free now in for Chapin. Griffin Edwards in for Chapin. Chaz Holmes and Reese Petruzzi finishing up.
This next heat we have 3 swimmers. Lane 2, David Zeal from Chapin. Lane 3, Gage Kukukcha from Chapin. And in lane 4, Alex Petruzzi from Irmo.
Okay, so lane 2, David Zeal for Chapin out to a comfortable comfortable lead. Okay, still on heat 2 of the boys 100-meter butterfly. Lane 2, David Zeal just finishing up. Lane 3, Gage Kukukcha and Alex Pedruzzi.
In the next heat, we got girls 100-meter freestyle. Lane 1, Taylor Sullivan, Chapin. Lane 2, Mary Grace Strickland, Irmo. Lane 3, Caitlin Dorn, Chapin. Lane 4, Gabrielle Gatson, Irmo. Lane 5, Rachel Bailey, Dutch Fork High School. And in lane 6, Danielle McManus from Chapin.
4 lengths of the pool. Gadsden for Irmo in the middle of the pool has been in the pool a lot tonight. It seems like every time I turn around, she's in the pool. She swam a lot of events already. Again, this is girls 100-meter freestyle, so this is 4 lengths of the pool. Rachel Bailey for Dutch Fork with a nice swim. She's in with Gadsden coming in second. And then lane 2, Mary Grace Strickland third.
Next is heat 2. Bryn Janel from Chapin. Itzel Martinez in lane 2 for Dutch Fork. In lane 3, Madison Harper from Irmo. Lane 4, Grace Hankins from Chapin. Lane 5, Jenna Sullivan from Chapin. And lane 6, Erica Holdorf from Dutch Fork. Jared, we've got, according to our sheet here, we've got 2 12-year-olds swimming in this meet.
That's right. Once they get in 7th grade, they can swim for the high school. So Not surprised. It's crazy, Tim, how some of these kids at that age are how fast they are. I mean, they are competitively fast. Obviously, it's not a contact sport, so headed to the home stretch here, lane 2. It's Martinez from Dutch Fork and Madison Harper for Irmo. Even as they come to the flags. Looks like lane 2 got in sooner. It's El Martinez.
Heat 3. In lane 1, Caitlin Kuncher from Dutch Fork High School, Mackenzie Neville from Irmo, Samantha Woolner, Irmo, Agnes Gardner, Chapin, and Addie McAllister, Irmo. Jared, how did you learn to swim?
I think my parents took me down to the local pool in the summer and took Red Cross swimming lessons. Sometime in the morning, I just remember how cold the water was.
I was pushed off a dock.
To swim, Tim, swim.
Yep. Which is probably a totally incorrect way to teach somebody how to swim, but
I think that's how you traumatize them.
well, I was already swimming. I would go in from the bank and go over my head and swim, but I could never jump in. I was always scared to jump in,
Right.
and once I found out I could tread water, it was easy after that.
Not long after that, you were cutting flips.
And then I took a couple swimming classes with my physical education major at Carolina. You wouldn't believe how many college kids still could not swim at the age of 18, 19, even 20 years old, taking this beginner swimming class. And the instructor teaching them just how to put their head under the water.
Right. This day and age, every kid should know how to swim.
Exactly. Heat 4, 3 swimmers in lane 2, Hayden Cohen, Dutch Fork. Lane 3, Claire Oots from Chapin. And lane 4 from Dutch Fork, Mary Licata.
Claire Oots in lane 3, the daughter of legend Richard Oots and his wife Jen.
Irmo legend Richard Oots.
Irmo legend
Went
Richard
over to
Oots.
Chapin.
Now becoming Chapin legend Richard Oots. Serving as the main referee for tonight's match. His daughter Claire, a very good swimmer. Out to about half a body length lead as she gets to the far turn.
The big swimmer in my family is my wife. She can swim. She was a swimming instructor.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, loves to teach little kids how to swim.
Yeah, okay.
Loves it.
That's neat. That requires a gift to do that. That's not an easy thing to do.
She was in college doing instruction, and these young kids, I just don't see how she did it. Put them in the water, they start out crying. In the end of the week, they're jumping off the edge of the pool and going underwater. It was just amazing transformation.
Right. You see their confidence grow. Oots in first, followed by Licata second, and Cohen will be finishing up third here. But it doesn't matter. All matters on what the times are. When they bounce all these times into the computer at the end of the night, and that's when they'll know how the scores fall out.
All right, event now is boys 100-meter freestyle. Got a lot of Chapin guys in this one. Lane 1, Connor Dorn from Chapin. Lane 2, Alec Dixon. Lane 3, Weston Watts. Lane 4, Cole Temples. Lane 5 from Dutch Fork, Joseph Topinka. In lane 6, Harrison Hoskins. Cole Temple's dad, Chapin alumni, football player, played football at Clemson University.
Oh, really?
Standing over there right across from us at the corner of the pool. Right
Okay.
here, big fella right here with the Clemson hat on.
Oh, I got you. Looks like a former college football player. Good race here in the middle of the pool here, lanes 3 and 4, with Watts and Temples. They're swimming right there neck and neck with each other.
Jared, I noticed the Irmo coach here. Hand signals, how do you coach when they're actually swimming? I mean, I'm just curious.
I don't know. I don't know how effective any of it is.
Do they hear you?
No, I can't. I don't think they do. But who knows? I couldn't say for sure.
Heat 2 of 4. Lane 1, Jack Ostergaard, Irmo. Lane 2, Tyler Brassard. Lane 3, Dalton Myrick from Irmo. Lane 4, David Zeal from Chapin. Number 5, Spencer Myrick from Irmo. And number 6, Zachary Zeal. As we just got splashed, they're churning up some water in this one.
Yeah. His feet are a little bit more into the water now than when he came back around the first time.
I noticed a lot of Broussards. There must be a swimming family.
Yeah. He's swimming over in lane 2, and he's swimming very well. 13-year-old for Chapin. He's right in there in the hunt with these other 15 and 17-year-olds. He's on the home stretch here. Tyler Broussard. He's neck and neck with Dalton Myrick. Nice looking smooth stroke for Broussard. I think Myrick got him by just a little bit, but wow, what a great swim for Tyler Broussard. David Zeal and Zachary Zeal, two brothers, I guess, huh?
Yep. Heat 3, 4 swimmers. Jack Howard Ballantyne from Chapin. He's in lane 2. Lane 3, Andrew Busby from Irmo. Lane 4, Andrew Olshine from Irmo. And in lane 5, Jonathan Kane from Dutch Fork.
Must have had 2 scratches in the
Yep.
Busby and Olshine must have scratched for Irmo here, because looks like this is a Ballantyne and Con show. Lanes 2 and 5. Lanes 2 and 5. Chapin swimmer Jack Howard Ballantyne in 2, and Jonathan Kahn in lane 5 for Dutch Fork. Got our CSPN crew here working tonight. They've had about a 3-week layoff, and now we got a swim meet tonight and a Friday night football game. They're about to get back to work for a little bit. They've had a 3-week break.
Yeah, they'll be on their toes as Chapin plays Dreer Friday night, and then another home game the following week. AC Flora back to back.
Yeah, busy 2 weeks.
Then they'll have another 2-week break.
Okay.
And then we play finally at Airport senior night. Next event is, we still got one more heat to go. Heat 4, Miles Bailey from Dutch Fork, Brent Jones from Chapin, and in lane 3, and in lane 4, Simon Oliver, Dutch Fork.
On the tail end here, we're in the last heat of event 12. We've got 22 events, but we do have the relays coming up, which always go fast.
Now, knowing that no one really knows the score and what's going on, is there a strategy of scratching people in these races, in these lower heats, maybe knowing that they won't qualify or help out in the scoring, but yet I see some of them are listed on the freestyle. Could it be saving energy for that freestyle?
I don't know how exactly they'll do that in a meet where you have three schools. I don't know how they do that. I mean, I know when you have just two teams swimming against each other, there is some strategies to how you swim your swimmers. You know, if they can only swim 3 or 4 strokes, and you know they're not going to place in a certain event, but they could place in swimming a different stroke, they would put them in the different stroke. Depends on who they're swimming against. You know, so. But as far as a meet with 3 teams, or double dual meet, or how, I don't know how they do the scoring with that. So.
All right, next up, looks like to be a long one. Girls 400 meter freestyle. Lane 1, Caroline Colbreth, Irmo. Lane 2, Jessie Kochert, Irmo. Number 3, Anna O'Shaughnessy. How do you pronounce that? O'Shaughnessy. From Chapin in lane 3, Allison Spirek, lane 4 from Dutch Fork. Ashley Noller from Chapin in lane 5, and Stella Topinka in lane 6. You know, I've watched that Keel and Peel, whatever, that little skit they do where he calls him O'Shaughnessy. That's what got me all confused.
Yeah. It's going to be a while. This is going to be 8 trips to get us to our 400, if I read that right.
Well, this is time to talk about Chapin is hosting the 4A state championships at Sawblot. At least I know for the second year in a row.
Glad to hear that. Coach Cato, Coach Finkernagel. I think this is Coach Finkernagel on the girls' side, maybe her second year, and maybe Coach Cato's 3rd year. I'm not certain overall on that. So, Chapin with a lot of good swimmers, and it's nice that we're hosting that, helping put that on.
O'Shaughnessy out in front.
Girls at the end of the pool putting their notifications down in the water so the swimmers can see it when they get to the wall.
See, Jerry, this is the event when the Olympics, and I just tell my wife, come get me from cutting grass whenever I get on about 2 laps to go. Because this tires me out watching him in the water this long, swimming.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Tim, these long distance swimmers, it's unbelievable what some of them can do, but it's no different than running. Some guys are sprinters and some guys are distance runners, and it's the same thing for swimmers. Some kids that can't really find their way to compete in a sprint type situation end up being very, very good distance swimmers. Once again, Anna O'Shaughnessy in lane 3 for Chapin, and in lane 5, Ashley Noller. one of my favorite people of all time, standing over here next to our broadcast area. Coach for Irmo, Miss Cindy Summers. Coach Cindy Summers, I hope she has a chance to get on the broadcast with us tonight. She's the summer swim coach at Quail Valley, and what a great person. She's a teacher here in Lexington, Richland 5, and just is about everything the right way and is all in it for the right reasons, and is just a great example for the kids. The lessons she teaches, she's a great person. I'll try to get her over here, Tim, and she's if I can get her attention. I told her earlier when I got here, gave her a big hug and told her I wanted her to come get on the broadcast table, but I don't know. She's looking at her lineups. I don't know if she's got a minute to get on with us or not. I'll try to get her attention.
Event leaders now comes the boys 400. Lane 1, Logan Sheely from Irmo. Lane 2, Ethan Wood from Dutch Fork. Lane 3, Wyatt Boyer from Dutch Fork. Lane 4, Grant Tomlin from Chapin. And lane 5, Connor Cole from Chapin.
Cindy, Coach Summers, is always very supportive and encouraging to all of her swimmers. Might be a tough thing to get her to get here with us. A lot of the swimmers that swim for her in the summer at Quail Valley are here swimming against her, like Sally Oots, and there's a there's a lot of her swimmers that summer swim for her that are swimming against her.
Well, it's just like club soccer.
That's exactly what it's like.
It's
right. Same parallel. Exactly right. All right, we're on to the boys now, event 14. Love to get Coach Cato or Coach Finkernagel for Chapin over here, Tim. And they're in their game mode over there.
Yep. And basically, the way they run this meet, there's really no dead time in between to talk to anyone.
No, that's right.
shout out to everybody that's watching.
That's nice. Got a good crowd watching us, Tim.
Yes, we do.
Thank you for joining us for the first ever broadcasted swim meet for Chapin High School. I know they were trying to get the word out to the Irmo and Dutch Fork folks, and I know the swim community was trying to send it out, so hopefully, like you said, Tim, a lot of these swimmers are year-round swimmers, and these families all travel together and swim the same meets and swim for the same clubs.
Jared, what are some of the clubs that are around the Columbia area? Is there a lot? Is there?
Well, Tim, I know two for sure. There's Palmetto Aquatics. That's one swim, and the other I know is Carolina Aquatics, and they both I think swim. Palmetto Aquatics used to swim out of Harbison some, and they swim. They may still swim there, I don't know, but they also swim down at the Blot Center.
Because I think that used to be, is that the one you used to be Gamecock Aquatics a long time ago? Because I remember when I was in college, some young kids that were there swimming after school at Saw Blot, and they would be Gamecock Aquatics. I wonder if that was the same one.
No, I don't know. Now, CA, Carolina Aquatics, does swim out of Blot Center too, but those are the two private clubs that I know of, but there may be another one. I'm real familiar with the summer swim programs, but there are the YMCA has a year-round swimming program. But that's just three. I'm sure there's more. The Y, Palmetto Aquatics, and CA, and there may be others.
Grant Tomlin looks like he finished first. Looks like.
Well, I know Grant. I know his family and his parents. A nice, fine family, and Grant's a good distance swimmer. So I know he's swum some good times. And it's the 400-meter freestyle. So we're kind of getting to the end of it, and then the next event will be the free relay with the girls 200 free relay.
Getting a little dark here. We got to keep the.
Swim meets, it just takes a little while, but they usually move the meets pretty fast.
And that event is finished. Next is the event 15. Girls 200-meter freestyle relay. Lane 1, Dutch Fork. Lane 2, Chapin. Lane 3, Chapin. Lane 4, Irmo. Lane 5, Dutch Fork. And Lane 6, Irmo.
Your Chapin team in Lane 2 is Taylor Sullivan, Ashley Noller, Danielle McManus, and Caitlin Dorn. And the other relay team for Chapin in Lane 3 is Broussard, Bradford, Oots, and O'Shaughnessy. These are always fun to watch, Tim. The relays are always fun to watch.
Yep. Looks like both Chapin teams have turned in a time on the sheet here close to each other.
And they're looking for the touch here. The judges are looking for the touch when they hit the wall, that the swimmers on the box don't leave early. The toes of the person on the box cannot leave the box until the hand touches on the wall. You can be moving off, but you can't be. Your toes must still be in contact with the block in some capacity when their hand touches.
Looks like Chapin and Irmo. The team of Broussard, Oots, Bradford, and O'Shaughnessy. Neck and neck with Irmo.
I think that's Sally in the water for Chapin. Now this is the anchor leg here, isn't it? This is O'Shaughnessy in the water for Chapin. She's got to try to get her now. Irmo swimmer swimming a nice leg. That's Rihanna Rex swimming anchor leg. It's going to be an uphill battle. She's a great swimmer. Generally, your free relay, your fastest swimmer is the last one.
She's just cutting through the water.
Yeah. Your anchor swimmer in the relay is your fastest. Free relay is your fastest freestyler. Nice swim by Rihanna, Irmo, and whole team actually. Irmo winning team there was Richter, Medlock, Gadsden, and Rexus. Yeah, those are 4 really good swimmers.
All right, event 16 of the boys. Dutch Fork in lane 1, Irmo in lane 2, Dutch Fork in lane 3, Chapin lane 4, Chapin lane 5, and Irmo lane 6. Jared, I'll let you go over the boys.
Okay, swimmers for Chapin in lane 4 is going to be Connor Cole, Alec Dixon, Cole Temples, and Josh Tomlin. And the other Chapin team will be Tyler Broussard, Connor Dorn, Nick Tinbrunzel, and David Zeal. So let's see, Dutch Fork has Bailey, Oliver, Golston, and Adkins. Irmo has Keen, Myrick, Sheely, and Williams. Dutch Fork has Kahn, Talkich, Van Dam, and Yarbrough. And lane 6 Irmo team has Mayo, Busby, Petruzzi, and Hoskins. I'd give first names if I could, Tim, but I couldn't get through them all. Lane 4, swimmer for Chapin, Connor Cole out with a good start, about a half a body length lead. He's going to pass it off to Alec Dixon.
Chapin with a good lead.
Nice, good relay team going here for Chapin. They've lengthened out.
I guess one of the key things, like you were saying earlier, when you got a lead such as Chapin does right now, you want to make sure that you don't outlead those blocks early.
Well, Tim, that's the thing. You want to do something. When you got a big, huge lead, you don't want to leave early and have a DQ to cost your team. I've seen it happen before too. Lane 4 looks like we got Tomlin getting ready to come in the water. Yep, that's Josh Tomlin getting ready to swim the anchor leg of the free. The other Chapin swimmer swimming the anchor leg, I think it's Tinbrunzel. No, David Zeal maybe. Yep, David Zeal. Nathan Williams was the guy swimming the last anchor leg. Nathan Williams. Yeah, he's an excellent swimmer. Anchor leg swimmer for Irmo there.
Yeah, we've said his name several times tonight.
He's a good swimmer.
Now, I think we're at event 17.
Yeah, we're on the home stretch, Tim. Girls 100-meter backstroke.
Backstroke. Lane 1, Claire Oots from Chapin. Lane 2, Mackenzie Hop from Dutch Fork. Lane 3, Erin Medlock from Irmo. Lane 4, Sally Oots from Chapin. Lane 5, Lily Richter from Irmo. And lane 6, Ashley Noller from Chapin. So we got the Oots sisters.
Got the Oots sisters here, and the
and Noller, which I think is in the lane closest to us.
It's going to be a good race in the middle between Sally Oots and Erin Medlock. They swim in the same summer swim program, and they're both great swimmers. Claire's a good backstroker as well. They're all going to be right there together. Sally with a good turn. They're all three right there together. Medlock, Oots, and Oots. Ashley Noah in lane 6 working hard. It's a good race. I think I spoke wrong, Tim. I think Claire Oots is in lane 1. That's the Dutch Fork swimmer, Mackenzie Hop, in lane 2. That's right there with Sally and Medlock.
It comes down between the two.
Nice turn by Sally. She went into the wall behind, and she came out of the wall and made up some ground. She is a competitor. Counting her strokes, knowing that she's going to dive back. I don't know how that finished. They're right there together. It's all to the human element on the timers there. Nice job by Sally and Claire. Ashley Nover, Medlock for Irmo. It's a good event. Good swim.
We've made it to our last sheet on the heat sheet. No dry page left in the house.
Heat 2, Tim. Girls 100-meter backstroke.
Yep. We have in lane 1. Get some light here. Aubrey Everling from Irmo. Kaylin Umariello from Dutch Fork. Caitlin Dorn from Chapin. Madeline Moosberger from Dutch Fork. Sophia Henderson from Irmo. And rounding out in lane 6, Paige Williams from Dutch Fork. No, this one was always my favorite stroke. Doesn't look like it caused too much effort.
The backstroke.
Yes.
It's nice to watch a kid who has a good backstroke and how smooth they are.
Well, that hand, people just think it's just a back, but that hand actually comes back at that knife angle and cuts the water, and then it's a push.
That's right, and look at how still their heads are, the ones that are. Lane 2 in there, that was lane 3 rather. Caitlin Dorn for Chapin. Nice swim.
All right, boys 100.
Bin 18.
In lane 1, we have Wesley Black from Chapin. Lane 2, Isaac Mayall from Irmo. Lane 3, Simon Thompson, Chapin. Lane 4, Chris Gleaton from Chapin. Number 5, Ari Van Dam from Dutch Fork. And then lane 6, Jack Ostergaard, Irmo. We'll have 2 heats in this one. Simon Thompson, Jared, in the lead, I believe, lane 3.
Yeah. Followed by lane 4 with Chris Gleaton. Chapin.
Jared, how did I guess that banner running across lets them know just how far they are from the wall. Is that what they're looking at?
Yes. As a backstroker, they know exactly how many strokes they have to take. They know what their stroke count is. So when they hit the flags, they're counting it, and then when they get to that count, then they're diving back and touching. Because if you turn and touch, you're going to get DQ'd. On the heat 2 now of the boys 100-meter backstroke.
Jared, you may have to announce that one. I'm sort of sitting here in the dark.
All right, we got Connor Martin in lane 1. We got Andrew Talkish in lane 2 for Dutch Fork. We got Griffin Edwards of Chapin in lane 3. Judge Entry of Irmo in lane 4. William Lowry of Irmo in lane 5. And Jelani Golston of Dutch Fork in lane 6. And they're off. I don't know what it looks like at TV, Tim. At home, I'm not looking at a monitor. So I hope it's not too dark where the folks watching can actually see what's going on.
Like lane 3, Griffin Edwards.
Griffin tall, long, stretching that big body out. That's good, and he's reaching for the wall. Nice swim by Griffin Edwards there.
See, Chapin's got a lot of young swimmers.
Yeah, Chapin's got a young swim team. I've heard Richard Oots talk about that. They were young. That's it for the back, Tim. Now we're on to event 19, girls 100-meter breaststroke. This is going to be a good race. Addie Strickland in lane 1 for Irmo. Correll Bradford for Chapin in lane 2. Rihanna Rexis for Irmo in lane 3. Marina Bradford for Chapin, lane 4. Carly Fisher for Dutch Fork in lane 5. And Itzel Martinez for Dutch Fork in lane 6. This has a heat with a lot of good breaststrokers. I have to say the odds-on favorite will be Rihanna Rexis in lane 3 for Irmo.
Well, she's got the early lead.
Marina Bradford for Chapin, a really good breaststroker as well. She's right in there behind her, though. Nice two-hand touch and underwater cycle coming out of the wall. Now they're
Well, you're looking at
third length of 4.
you're looking at a four-year age difference here, 17 and a 13.
That's right. That's exactly right. Bradford swimming extremely well. Chapin here.
She hang on to second.
Yeah. Nice swim by Rihanna Rexis and Marina Bradford. Lane 5 coming in next. Carly Fisher. All right, heat 2 of the girls' 100-meter breaststroke.
Looks like Blythe Jowers from Chapin in lane 1. Erica Holdorf from Dutch Fork in lane 2. Kelsey Cruz in lane 3 from Chapin. Lane 4, Corrine Everling from Irmo. Lane 5, Lauren Chin from Dutch Fork. And in lane 6, Addie McAllister.
Kelsey Cruz for Chapin with a good first 25 meters there. But right in behind her is Corinne Everling. Nice glide for Corinne Everling.
Once again, another Corinne, 13 years old.
So cruising in lane 3 is cruising.
I was about to say that's a good swimmer's last name.
Yeah. Cruising is cruising on in on the last length here. Looks like everyone's going to come in behind her here. Kind words from Stephanie Williams. Hey, Stephanie, I need to have you here at the desk. If you're here at the meet, would you please come sit with me? True swimming guru. It's the mother of Nathan Williams. We've commented several times tonight.
Exactly,
on what a
yeah.
great
We've mentioned
swimmer
his
he
name
is.
several times tonight.
Stephanie and her husband Doug, fellow soccer families, swim families. She's a coach, so she actually knows what she's doing. Not like us. All right, we're on to the event 20, the boys 100-meter breaststroke. We got Dalton Myrick in lane 1, Josh Tomlin in lane 2 for Chapin, Jake Thompson of Chapin in lane 3. We've got Thomas Keene of Irmo in lane 4, Gaetano Mancini in lane 5 for Dutch Fork, and Nick Tinbrunzel for Chapin in lane 6. Thomas Keene in lane 4, a good. Oh, he must have scratched. He's not there. I said his name before I looked up. He's a great breaststroker. I know I've seen him swim multiple times, but he's not here tonight. Mancini from Dutch Fork in lane 5 was comfortable in the water along with Jake Thompson in lane 3 for Chapin.
It's going to be a close one here.
Yeah.
They're neck and neck coming
They
off
are.
the wall.
It's fun to watch breaststrokers, Tim. Some of them look like they're working the stroke real fast. Others look like they have a longer, smoother glide. And both get the job done. It's just interesting to see different techniques. Thompson comes in just ahead of Mancini there on that heat. Another heat right behind it. Okay, we're in heat 2 of the event 20, the boys 100-meter breast. We got Kate Atkins of Dutch Fork in lane 1, Harrison Fan lane 2 for Irmo, John Thomas Farley of Irmo in lane 3, Harrison Yarborough in lane 4. We've got Joseph Collins in lane 5 for Chapin, and in lane 6 we got Jonathan Kahn for Dutch Fork. Kahn has stopped swimming for Dutch Fork. I don't know, he's standing up in lane 6 here. He injured himself, it looks like. He's probably DQ'd. I don't know what he did when he jumped in. He's holding on to the side of the water, so he's having a cramp or something there. I don't know what his... Lucas Nash, big man Lucas Nash helping him out of the pool there. It's unfortunate. Injury there, or a spasm or something in his lower leg. Meanwhile, back to the match and in the heat here. Lane 4 for Dutch Fork. Harrison Yarborough got about 5-6 body lengths lead, and he's going to finish up there. He's going to be followed by John Thomas Farley of Irmo. Thanks for watching, Stephanie. Next time we do one of these, I'm going to call you, though. Have you come sit in and commentate with us. I'm going to hold you to it. Hope you can tell what's happening. I know it's kind of dark here. Hope it's showing up with decent resolution on your phone while you're passing away soccer time. All right, we're down to event 21, the girls 400-meter freestyle relay. You got Dutch Fork in lane 1 with a team of Winger, Inglet, Johnson, and Cohen. We got Irmo in lane 2 with Yeomans, Harper, Coachert, and Mary Grace Strickland. Dutch Fork has Bailey, Spyrick, Hop, and Fisher in lane 3. Chapin in lane 4 with Sullivan, Bradford, Hankins, and Noller. Chapin also in lane 5 with Cruzen, Oots, McManus, and Hankins. And in lane 6, Irmo has Henderson, Colbreth, Everling, and Everling. Again, the 100-meter free relay. Lane 3, Bailey for Dutch Fork out to a body length and a half lead. Okay, next swimmers are up on the blocks, and so they'll be going off here momentarily as the swimmers touch. Dutch Fork with a nice little lead going into the wall. Once again, thanks to our students for helping on the technical side, put us all this stuff together for us tonight. I'm Jared Dawsey here with Tim Slice, doing our first ever broadcast from a Chapin swim meet. Glad we can do it for an event like this. We have all other Lexington Richland 5 district schools with Irmo and Dutch Fork. It's kind of a neat event.
Lanes 4 and 5.
Yeah, Dutch Fork out to a commanding lead in this race. They've got a fast relay team here. Their next swimmer is in the water now. I think it's Mackenzie Hop. This is the third swimmers. Chapin going in with Haley Hankins. Lane 5 for Chapin. I think that's Danielle McManus is in the water. Thanks to the Chapin Eagle Club for making all this possible. Helping to support these student athletes and give them exposure, bring these events to their parents, grandparents, relatives that may live out of town. Tim, I don't know what our farthest viewer is this year. I don't know if
Brazil. We've had one from Brazil and Germany.
Yeah.
Over in Europe. Yeah.
Last year we had Canada in the soccer season. We had viewers tuning in from Canada. So Dutch Fork swimming in lane 3. I think that's Carly Fisher there, having a nice swim. She's an anchor leg, and strong relay team there for Dutch Fork. All right, all the swimmers bringing it in. Lane 3, Dutch Fork is in. They've been in a little while, and the rest of them kind of coming in together behind them. Still with 1 lane out. Nope, 2 lanes out, excuse me. And then we'll be down to the last race, Tim.
Points could be at a premium on this last race. 2 teams each.
All right, we're on to event 22, the last one, the 400-meter free relay. Irmo in lane 1 with Ostergaard, Petruzzi, Busby, and Pham. Irmo in lane 2 with Myrick, Farley, Mayo, and Hoskins. Chapin in lane 3 with Thompson, Tomlin, and Watts. Dutch Fork in lane 4 with Wood, Topinka, Mancini, and Boyer. Chapin in lane 5 with Broussard, Cole, Free, and Vardy. And Dutch Fork in lane 6 with Talkish, Holmes, Kahn, and Yarborough.
Chapin out to a lead in lane 3, followed by Dutch Fork. But in a relay, you can never tell.
No.
Dutch Fork, I see, has already closed the gap a little.
First and fourth. First swimmer and fourth swimmer are usually your fastest swimmers. The fourth one being your fastest. I think the second fastest is usually your lead swimmer, their first swimmer. Have a resident soccer expert. Swimming expert Stephanie, correct me if that's wrong, but I think that's right.
Looks like the second swimmer for Chapin's holding that lead. Maybe extending it a little bit. Guess that's what you like your second and third swimmers to do, is to hold it, extend it maybe a little for your.
That's right.
For your anchor.
Yes, Grant Tomlin in the water for Chapin. He's about to pass it off to Watts.
Yeah, Tomlinson, he extended the lead pretty good.
Ran into the wall and out of the wall. Good. No, I said wrong there. I think that's Tomlin in the water. He has not. Watts is up on the blocks ready to swim anchor leg here in just a minute as soon as Tomlin gets home. All these kids, many of these kids that swim year round, Tim, see each other, multiple times a week when they go to training in the morning. So it's kind of fun to watch them compete against each other. Wow, Watts with a nice leg there. He looks good in the water. Cutting through the water.
You could tell Irmo and Dutch Fork's anchors made up with that Dutch Fork one made up a good bit there at the last.
Right. Yeah, he's
But
fast.
they just had such a lead, he couldn't catch him.
Who's that for Dutch Fork? Was that Wyatt Boyer? Yeah, swimming anchor leg for them. It's fast, that fast leg. So we are moments away from completing this event, Tim. We're got about 25 meters of swimming left, and that's it.
And the last swimmer touches the wall.
Well, Tim, that brings us to the end of the swim meet. I want to thank all our viewers for joining us. Nice night of swimming between Chapin, Irmo, and Dutch Fork. We don't have any results for the match. We don't know when they'll be available. Wish we could tell you, but I'm sure it's being scored right now. So we will sign off before we have match results or heat results. So.
Yeah, usually when Richard Oots texts us Chapin's results, it's usually a little bit late in the evening when we get those.
Well, for Tim Slice and Joey and Carter Burns and Lucas Nash and Michael Jameson, I'm J.R. Dawsey. You've been watching CSPN Sports. Join us again on Friday night as we'll be broadcasting the Chapin High School varsity football game.
Homecoming
Against Dreer,
Homecoming
right?
against Dreer, yes. So big festivities. Got my 30-year class reunion scheduled, and we'll be tailgating, and and then we hopefully have a big surprise for students. I'm not going to divulge what it is, but hopefully we'll get it set up because that's what it's for.
Should be a good crowd and a good
Yep.
event, and encourage everybody to tune in and watch the ball game. If you're sitting at home Friday night and looking for something to do, go to our CSPN Sports Network channel on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and search for CSPN Sports Network, and we're the little blue diamond icon. Click on that, and then go into the videos, and you will see our broadcast there. And we'd love for you to join us as Eric Veach and Blake Harbison will be bringing you the action. Should be a good ball game. So until then, thanks for watching, and take care and have a good night.
That's right.
Good night.
Good night.